Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. 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 Underneath the damn motor. There he goes. Hey, good afternoon and good evening, good day, whatever it is, whenever you're watching this. So I started this trip off, this was December the 15th, and started this trip off throwing a DOA. And what I'm using mainly for my DOA fishing with trout is a 7.5 foot Falcon HD medium action. It's got a fast tip on it. I use a Shimano Nasky 3000 with 12-pound braid and a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader, and that's what I use most of the time whenever I'm DOA fishing for trout. It helps me make long casts. I can control bigger fish a little bit better. I get a little bit of better leverage on the fish. Now this fish here, hooked it deep. We ended up throwing it in the live well, and a little bit later you'll see me throw this fish back. It ended up being just fine after it sat in the live well for a little bit. I was kind of worried about it. I didn't really feel like keeping fish, but we ended up throwing that fish back later, and she swam off just fine, no issues. Back to the fishing though. I'll switch over here in just a little bit. I ended up having to fish a jerk bait pretty much the remainder of the day due to the fact that the water, it was coming in all day, and it was pushing in a lot of stained, muddier water. Whenever the water gets pretty stained and muddy, your DOA is not going to be as effective, so I switched over to a jerk bait. I used the ripstop, Rapala ripstop, and I ended up catching a lot of fish with it, which was really nice because I do like to fish a jerk bait quite a bit. So I was throwing the ripstop on my 7-foot Shimano GLF, and I've got a 2500 13 fishing reel on there, and it's also got 12-pound braid and a little bit of a fluorocarbon leader on it as well. So I use that primarily with that lighter bait, and it really helps me throw it a little bit easier. So, but those are the two main rigs that I'm throwing on this trip. So what I'm doing with this DOA is throw it out there. I throw it out some pretty shallow spots. You get some really big fish in those shallow spots this time of year. Most everybody wants to fish deep. It's December, got tons of cold fronts moving through. We got another front moving through right now. That's why we have all this wind. But I take my DOA and I throw it up there pretty shallow. And right now I'm sitting in a foot of water. But up here, it's like 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep, and then it just kind of gradually drops out. And I'm working that drop off there. I really like flats. That first fish we caught, the one that I hooked real deep, he was up on top of the flat up there. He was sitting in about 2.5 foot of water, maybe 3 foot. And I really like targeting these shallow areas because I feel like those are the more aggressive fish. They're the bigger fish, and those are the ones that I'm after. I'm not after the little schooling trout. I like catching these bigger ones. They're a lot more fun to catch, in my opinion. right, we're in a new spot. Pretty much same deal. Got a little island with a flat up here, and there's a channel right out here. The main channel is out here to our right. And this is just another one of those spots. Tide comes up, current moves through, bait fish gets up here, and the big fish get up here too, sometimes. That's a really nice keeper fish there. Super nice keeper fish. That's the right size to keep right there. If you're keeping fish, that's the best overall size in my opinion. Let's see how long he is. He's 17 inches. So that's the perfect size right there. Pretty good. Another keeper, I believe. I'll take a look at him. Let's see. Yeah, almost 16 inches long. 15-inch fish. Perfect size to keep right there. If we were keeping any fish, about 16 and a half. That's a 15 incher there. Yeah, 15 inches.